Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be all about my winter makeup essentials. I have a whole list of all of my favorite makeup items that I love bringing out during the coldest months of the year. Of course, we always wanna look our best no matter what time of the year, but when the seasons change and we go from hot to cold, you definitely got to switch up your products that you use. So definitely stay tuned because this video is all about makeup, but on Wednesday, I'm gonna be uploading my winter skincare essentials. So definitely subscribe if you wanna check that out. You'll get that notification if you hit the bell, and let's get right into it. First, I'm gonna talk to you guys about some foundation recommendations. Now, the type of foundation that I suggest that you go for during the colder months of the year is a natural finish. Not dewy, not matte, but natural. And I have 3 here to show you guys. And first, I wonder if you can guess, because I've been talking about it non-stop in so many videos lately, is the Dior Backstage Face and Body. This is a beautiful, natural looking foundation. It is the one that I'm wearing today in the shade 4W. On Dior's website, it is classified as a matte finish, and I would agree with that. It is pretty much a matte finish, but it is a very natural matte, emphasis on natural. So all of you dry guys and girls out there, do not be afraid of this foundation, because it is in no way, shape, or form gonna give you the type of finish that maybe an Estee Lauder Double Wear or a MAC Studio Fix Fluid, not that kind of matte, nothing like that. A very, very natural looking matte, 40 shades. It does come in a squeezy type of an applicator, which, you know, I have a little bit of issue with sometimes. I don't know if you can tell right now. It's oozing out of the top here, and that happens every time I take the top off. It oozes out a little tiny bit, but the finish is worth it. I really have been loving this foundation ever since it hit the market and I got it. I have been in love. Next is an oldie but a goodie, and I know another foundation from this brand is the one that everybody seems to have been talking about lately, the past few months since it came out, but I definitely prefer this. This is NARS Sheer Glow. I know everybody is really into the Radiant, whatever that one is called, but I have always been a big time lover of the Sheer Glow. I tried the other one, the newer one that they put out, and I didn't like it as much as this. This I still like more. This is in 20 shades, but very soon, probably in the new year, NARS is coming out with an extension to the shade range, and from what I've heard, they're gonna be going up to 40 shades. So if you can't find your shade now, keep a lookout because it's such a beautiful formula. Don't let the name fool you. The words sheer glow is referring to the glow. It is not all that sheer, so you can definitely build it up. It is a beautiful medium to full coverage foundation, just like the Dior as well. You can easily build it up. It doesn't look cakey on the skin. It looks so beautiful and natural. It is a very yellow toned type of foundation though, I'll warn you on that end. If you are definitely more cool toned, you may have trouble finding a shade. NARS has always been very, very yellow with their complexion products, which I love because I'm a warm yellow golden undertone. But it is a really great foundation. No pump, unfortunately. You can purchase one separately if you would like to, but it does not come with one. But like with Dior, I'm gonna let that slide because of how fantastic this foundation is. Highly recommend. And the third and final one is going to be Cover FX, my natural finish oil-free foundation. Oh, I didn't mention my shade in the Sheer Glow. I am Tahoe, and in Cover FX, I have G60 and G70. I mix the two. Beautiful natural finish, as the name says. They gave it the most perfect, simplest name to describe this foundation. It is a beautiful natural finish, goes on beautifully, doesn't look heavy or cakey. Cover FX specializes in foundation. If you've never tried any Cover FX foundation, I highly suggest going out and trying all of them, because all of their foundations have a range of 40 shades. They don't play around. Cover FX specializes in skin, especially foundation, and I've been in love with this one in particular ever since I first purchased it and started using it. Next is a hydrating concealer, and I have two options to show you guys. One, an oldie but a goodie again, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I know everybody fell in love with Tarte and Too Faced, and I have those too, and I use those concealers too, but NARS Creamy Radiant is still a great winner, as the name suggests. Radiant, creamy. It will not look dry and cakey under your eyes if you choose to wear it there. It's also a great spot concealing type of a concealer, a decent shade range. And also with NARS, remember, if you are olive skin toned, I always make sure every time I talk about NARS complexion products, I let you guys know that they do great olive toned complexion products in their foundation and concealer. So if you are of an olive complexion and you always have trouble finding products, give NARS a try. And also Urban Decay, their Naked Skin Concealer, not the more full coverage one that they came out with, I think earlier this year, but this one, Naked Skin, this is in medium, dark warm, and dark golden. Those are the two shades I have here. And NARS, my shade is Caramel. If I forget any shade references, I will leave everything linked in the description box. But this has always been a favorite of mine because of the lightness, the hydration that it gives. Really, really beautiful concealer, as the name also says, weightless complete coverage. It gives a great coverage without being too heavy. It's one of the lightest weight concealers that I own, but it still does what I need it to do. Next up is lips, and definitely now, because we're in the heart of the holiday season, you need a red lip. Even if you're not a red lip person, this is the time of the year to try one out at least. Give it a whirl, maybe wear it to a Christmas party or two, just to, you know, get into that festive kind of spirit. That's what I do. I'm not a big time red lip wearer, but if I'm gonna wear one, it's gonna be now at this time of the year. And my favorite at the moment, I'm obsessed, is this itty bitty little Pat McGrath lipstick that I am definitely getting a full size of. This is one of 3 in her little mini set. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, the one that's constantly sold out on Sephora. It was a miracle I tell you, that I was able to get this. And this is in the shade Elson. It is a beautiful, gorgeous blue-based red, and it is so creamy, so gorgeous on the lips. It's a matte finish, so it's perfect for the holidays and all the parties and the eating and drinking that you'll be doing. No doubt I'm getting a full size. You will see me in videos with a red lip on. Don't ask, it's Pat McGrath. Now I know you guys are dying to know what's on my lips right now, right? Well, that is another winter makeup essential of mine, and it is a dark lip. And this also, yes, I think I have a problem, is from Pat McGrath. I'm getting more of her lippies because they're on point. What can I say? They're on point. They're expensively on point, but they're on point. And this is McMenamy. I think that's how you say it, McMenamy. That's the shade. A gorgeous, gorgeous deep tone. It's what I have on my lips right now. I'll swatch it anyway, just so you can see it compared to Elson. So that's the comparison to Elson right there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, deep shade. Perfect perfect for this time of year. If you're gonna wear a dark lip, you gotta go for it. You gotta go bold, and I love this. The moment that I tried Elson, I got the trio pack first, and I fell in love with the formula immediately. I went and ordered a dark toned lippy so I could rock it throughout this fall and winter season, because I do love a dark lip. Nudes will always be my #1 love, but a close second are dark tones. I really love simple eye makeup always, right? And a dark lippy, beautiful. So now you're over the matte lip, your lips are getting dried out, you need some gloss. I got 2 options for you. If you want that beautiful, shiny, glossy lip for your holiday parties and dinners, MAC Lip Glass, the clear version, beautiful. It makes your lips look so plump, so juicy. Some people do think it's sticky. I don't, because I use a very small amount. It is so incredibly shiny and gets the job done with a very small amount. So definitely a little goes a long way. Also, Kopari's Lip Glossy. This is also another one. If I had to recommend one or the other, I would go for MAC. I do feel like it lasts much longer than Kopari, but this is also another beautiful alternative, just as shiny, and it has a gorgeous coconut scent. So these 2 are definitely beautiful gloss options for this time of year. Another wintertime essential, especially at this particular time because we're in the holiday spirit, is a holiday friendly eyeshadow palette. And what I mean by holiday friendly is something with a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of color. And I am definitely going to recommend this expensive baby right here. This is Pat McGrath's Bronze Temptation. This is the Bronze Temptation palette. It's one of her 6 pans, one of the newer 6 pans that she came out with. And the moment that I saw this advertised on Instagram, I knew I was gonna get it. These colors are right up my alley. There they are, right there, gorgeous. And to me, it's the perfect holiday eyeshadow palette because you have your neutrals. You have 4 very common neutrals that you'll find in many other types of neutral eyeshadow palettes. But then you've got your 2 pops of color here. You have this shade here that is called Corruption. And you also have Supernova, this green. Those are 2 sparkly, bold colors that will pop off any holiday outfit that you want to pair it with. And that's what you want. You may not necessarily want to go out and buy an entire colorful eyeshadow palette. How often are you going to use that? You want a palette that has mostly neutrals. That's what I would recommend, mostly neutrals and just a few pops of color, and this does it very well. This definitely fits the bill. It's much more affordable than her 10-pan palette, so if you want to try a Pat McGrath palette, definitely go for this one, especially this time of year, because you're gonna have your comfort zone neutrals, and you can also play around with a little bit of color. There's different textures in here. You have mattes and the more shimmery shades. It's a beautiful palette and I definitely recommend it for this time of year. Okay, let's talk about the glow. We gotta glow during the holidays, right? So I have 2 highlighter options here for you, 1 cream and 1 liquid. Because it is so cold in many parts of the world, now is the time to pull out your creams and liquids. Even if you're oily, now is the time to use those products because they'll really, you know, do your skin well. And my cream recommendation is Hourglass. Definitely, I've talked about this product many times. This is their Vanish highlighting stick. This is in the shade Bronze Flash. Gorgeous bronzy tone. It's beautiful under makeup. It's beautiful on top of makeup. It doesn't move your makeup around. So natural looking, really, really beautiful and worth every penny. And also a liquid option, and this is Giorgio Armani's Fluid Sheer. This is in the shade number 10. It comes with a pump. It is a beautiful, beautiful liquid highlighter. It can be worn, of course, under makeup as well as on top. It just gives a beautiful glow from within. If you do put it on underneath makeup or mixed in with your foundation, it is a really, really beautiful product. It doesn't look overly greasy or shiny as some liquid highlighters do. It's perfect. It's right down the middle. And it is going to be a great choice for dry skins, oily skins, normal. Really, really great product to give your skin life. That's what we all need during the colder months of the year, right? And even though we may be doing that with our skincare, once you go in with a bunch of dry, matte, heavy makeup, you could erase all of that so easily. So definitely check out something like this, a liquid that's really gonna give your skin life and just make it glow and look very healthy. Next, I'm gonna give you guys some options for some hydrating makeup bases. This is definitely the time of year to move away from your mattifying primers and definitely go into the more glowy, hydrating, moisturizing end of the spectrum. And first and foremost, another product I've been talking so much about lately is Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have mine in the shade 6. Beautiful product. I did a full review on it. Please check that out. It is such a great product that you can use so many different ways, as a primer, as a highlighter, as mixed into your foundation to bump up the glow factor of your foundation. It really does a multitude of different things, and I highly, highly recommend it. Another one, an oldie but a goodie, again, is my MAC Prep and Prime. This is the Natural Radiance base. I just have this little mini sample here, and this is in Radiant Yellow. There's 2 shades, a yellow-based one and a pink-based one. You can choose whichever one is going to be best suited for your skin tone. And this just gives a great job of doing what the name says, giving you a natural radiance. And actually, what I never knew about this product until I did a little bit more research, it's actually formulated for normal to oilier skin types. And something like this, I would look at it and think natural radiance, and I would, you know, put it on my hand and swatch it and think, no, I don't need all that grease on my face. I got enough grease. You know, being an oily, combo oily person, I don't need that on. But it's actually formulated for oilier skin types, and it's beautiful. It is exactly what the name says it is. It gives a natural radiance. See, that's my hand there. You can see the difference. Natural radiance, not natural oil, natural grease, natural shine, natural radiance. So if you're oily, don't worry, this will work for you. Embryolisse, amazing, amazing moisturizer that I discovered hearing so many pro makeup artists talk about using it as their primer of choice when doing makeup on clients. Finally decided to get my hands on one, and I'm so glad I did. It is a beautiful hybrid type of product. When I first started using it, I wasn't sure how to really describe it. It's part cream, part lotion, part balm. It's all of those things mixed into one. Not at all greasy, not at all gonna give a shine on your face, an undesirable looking shine. It goes beautifully under makeup. I understand now why so many pros use it. It just gives you the most beautiful base ever for makeup. Also, what I actually used today was my Too Faced Hangover RX, another beautifully hydrating primer. Contains coconut water. It smells great. It goes onto the skin flawlessly. Your makeup goes on top of it beautifully. Definitely a go-to primer of mine for this time of year. Even though it is cold and dry outside, for me, I still need to set this face. I'm not gonna put on a whole bunch of liquids and creams and be done with it. I need powder to set my face. So definitely this time of year, I break out my non-matte powders way more than the ones that are designed to mattify me. Because it is so cold, my oils are not pouring out as much as usual, so I can get away with using non-matte powders a lot more. And the two I highly recommend are definitely my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Yes, this is old packaging. I'm still rocking my old one until it runs out. Beautiful non-matte powder. It gives a beautiful skin finish to the skin. Comes in a range of different colors. And also my Laura Mercier Candle Glow powder. This is a new powder, new addition to my collection, and I have really been enjoying using this. It really gives a beautiful glow to the skin that is not at all over the top or too much. It's just very, very beautiful, sets your makeup beautifully, but does not in any way, shape, or form give you that dry look that so many powders do. We all want our makeup to stay in place, last all day, and powder is a great way to do that. For me, my number one choice for setting my face is with a powder. I'm always gonna use powder, but I definitely would rather use a non-matte one during the colder months of the year. So even though now you've set your whole face with your powder, your non-matte powder, so you don't look dry and cakey when you head out the door, sometimes we need a little extra insurance, and that's where setting sprays come in. And the two that I recommend is Urban Decay's All Nighter. Amazing setting spray to keep everything locked in all day, all night. And I'm also gonna recommend the Cover FX Mattifying Setting Spray. Yes, it is a mattifying setting spray, but it will not dry you out. This does not contain alcohol. That is fantastic for any setting spray, but much less one that is supposed to mattify. That's amazing. So you're not gonna get that sucked out, dried out, lifeless look to your makeup. It's just gonna help control your oils just that much more. And especially if you've used one of the powders I suggested that is not a mattifying one, but you want a little bit of extra insurance, use this because it will help to mattify, but not at all give you that dry, cakey look. So the last thing I'm gonna suggest to you guys, so my last winter makeup essential is definitely lashes, and the ones I'm wearing today. And these are good old Ardell Wispies, my number one affordable favorite, hands down. I love my Ardell Wispies, highly, highly recommend them. They will look beautiful at your daytime office party or the nighttime office party. If you are a novice, you don't know anything about falsies, you don't know how to put them on, how they're gonna feel on your eyes, if you're gonna be comfortable with them on, Wispies are the way to go. You do not feel them. They are light as a feather, very easy to apply with tweezers. Highly recommend tweezers. Don't go trying to use your fingers. Tweezers are the way to go, but these are a beautiful beginner lash. I think they look great any time of day or night. Some people might prefer an even more dramatic lash, but I think these look beautiful. And definitely for this season, lashes will always help you take your look to the next level. So that's it, guys. Those are all of my winter makeup essentials. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Like I said in the beginning, come back Wednesday. I'm gonna have my full rundown of my winter skincare essentials. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you then. Bye.